Okay, so this question is a really tricky one in terms of solving linear equations, mainly because it incorporates a little bit of everything. So please don't worry if you don't get it first time. Please feel free to watch the video as many times as you want. Okay, so let's write this question out first, like we normally do. So we have 3 bracket x minus 2 divided by 5 is equal to 9. Okay, it works in a similar way to all of the other questions that we've done before. So have a think here. We want to get all of our numbers onto our right-hand side, leaving our x terms on the left. So there's one thing that's really standing out to me here, and hopefully it's standing out to you too, and that's this 5. Okay, we're not used to having this like division of 5 in our questions, so let's first move that number. Okay, so I'm going to circle this 5. Okay, what is this 5 doing? Well, this 5 is dividing. So I know that the opposite of dividing is obviously timesing. Okay, so if I times both sides by 5, I'm going to have 5 times by 3 bracket x minus 2 all divided by 5 equals, okay, what's 9 times 5? Well, that gives me 45. Okay, well, let's have a look on my left-hand side. I've got 5 times by all of this and then divided by 5. So these 5s are going to cancel out, okay, because if we times by 5 and divide by 5, it just becomes sort of 1, okay, it doesn't really count. And then what we're going to be left with then is on the left-hand side, we'll have 3 bracket x minus 2 equals to my 45. Brilliant. Okay, so this is where we incorporate that expanding that we did in the previous question. Okay, so we have these brackets on our left-hand side. We don't like brackets, okay, so we're going to expand them. If you struggle with this, please look at the expanding videos on the previous section. So to expand, we're going to do our lines. Okay, remember each of these lines mean timesing. Okay, so the first thing we've got 3 times x, which gives me 3x. And then 3 times minus 2, which is minus 6. And that's going to equal to 45. Okay, brilliant. Now we're onto a very similar format as questions 3 and 5 that we looked at the beginning. So I want to get all of the numbers onto my right-hand side. So I'm going to focus on this minus 6. And in order to move that minus 6, I've got to plus 6 on both sides. So we'll have 3x minus 6 plus 6 on our left-hand side, and we'll have 45 plus 6 on our right-hand side. Okay, so these minus 6's on our left-hand side will cancel out again and become 0. I'm going to have to go up here because I've run out of space. So we're going to be left with 3x on our left-hand side. And what about on our right? Well, 45 add 6 gives me 51. Okay, brilliant, we're getting there. So the last thing we need to do then is think about this 3x. Well, 3x means 3 times by x. So 3 times x is 51. And I want to get all of my numbers onto my right-hand side. So anything that's not an x needs to go onto the right. So if I circle this 3, at the moment it's timesing. So what we need to do is we need to divide both sides by 3. So what we're going to have is we'll have 3x divided by 3 on the left, and then on the right we'll have 51 divided by 3. So as you can see on our left, our 3's are going to cancel. Okay, 3 divided by 3 is 1, which will leave us with x equals 51 over 3. Well, I'm not going to work that out because I think that'd be quite a horrible number. So please feel free just to leave it as a fraction. Okay, fingers crossed you're getting the hang of it now. There's a few more questions left for you to have a go at on your own. If you're still having troubles, rewatch the videos or drop me an email and I'll give you a hand. Brilliant.